Well, we've just come out of the second strongest La Nina, the opposite of El Nino, that we have had in the recorded history of about 200 years. And this second strongest one brought us a disastrous drought, the drought we had in the Corn Belt of 2012. That's the first official drought, widespread drought, that we've had in the Corn Belt since 1988. Well, coming out of very strong La Nina, a pendulum, when you push it way off to the left, is likely to swing far to the right and then swing quite a ways to the left again. So we're expecting that we are in a period of extreme. This strong El Nino does give us a 70% chance of an above trend line yield for both corn and soybean in the Corn Belt. That means that we would have perhaps lower prices if other factors don't come into play. And also, this can have another effect up in the wheat country of the Northwest. When we have record high corn yields, we don't have record high wheat yields because they happen in different places, where the effect of El Nino is exactly the opposite. When we've gone through a similar situation, we've had an El Nino last a full 2 years rather than the normal 14 months, which is the average for an El Nino. The main thing is, with El Nino, we tend to have closer to average conditions rather than extremes. And this is a real factor because we don't get a sudden change from La Nina to El Nino. That's a gradual one over months, a gentle change. But when a strong El Nino ends, it can suddenly go to a La Nina condition, such as the major drought we had in 1988 began just weeks after the end of an El Nino as we went into a La Nina. So we can suddenly shift, and you have to be ready in your risk management for a sudden change. We have a lot of history to back up this idea that we are in a pattern, that this 25 years will be highly volatile. If you're a farmer and you can remember the 80s and remember what I should have done, do it this time because it may be a repeat.